Hello. My name is Carly and I love to explore AI art. In this video, we will examine the effects of the cinematic token in Midjourney. We will do so by applying cinematic to simple prompts where similar images were previously created without the token. Cinematic photography imitates the appearance and atmosphere of movies. Cinematics can be distinguished by the use of certain strategies, such as specific framing, composition, lighting, and color. The goal is often to produce images that are more aesthetically stunning and emotionally compelling. We begin with an ocean sunset. Midjourney version 5.2 has created stunning images with vibrant colors using a simple two-word prompt. In this example, each image looks like a beautiful painting instead of a photograph. I think I prefer the two lower images. The sun reflecting on the water on the lower left is wonderful. And the translucent appearance of the curling wave tunnel at the lower right reminds me of my many hours on the ocean as a youth. Please share your thoughts if you like. Next, we'll add the cinematic token at the beginning of the phrase ocean sunset. What do you notice that differs from the prior prompt? Though still vibrant, the sunset itself seems framed now in a cinematic manner. The clouds and waves appear more realistic than in the former images. The compositions seem to be balanced a bit better, as you might expect in a cinematic photograph. I personally favor the image on the upper left, but it is hard to have a strong preference. Sometimes the order of tokens makes a difference in Midjourney prompting, so we'll move the cinematic token to the right, such that it follows the tokens, ocean sunset. The images appear similar, yet to me they are a little more balanced in composition. I do like the addition of the early period ship depicted in the image at the upper left. The upper left may again be my favorite, but I do like them all for different reasons. Let me know if there is anything else you notice. Cinematic does not imply widescreen, so let's try the effect on a square photo. We'll use 3 tokens: beautiful, woman, and windy. I have to say that Midjourney did a wonderful job on all 4 photos. Again, we have a realistic painting look and feel with vibrant yet realistic colors. The leaves and plant particles caught up in the wind are beautiful, and the treatment of hair swirling in the wind is excellent. I can't say I have a favorite in this set. I like all 4 of the images. Now, we'll add cinematic as the 4th token. Notice how each image has a photographic look. I would say that the framing is about the same, but the skin and hair are even more realistic. The colors are still nice, yet they have been toned down a bit, closer to their natural color status. I think a test of a cinematic landscape is in order. We'll try what I hope will be an early spring mountain scene with 2 tokens of snow-capped and mountain. Except for the lower right shot, the AI created a good percentage of trees or ground without snow cover, suggesting a spring thaw. I again fancy the image at the upper left. Let's see what cinematic offers us. After adding cinematic as the leading token, we have these 4 images. The lighting, framing, and composition balance of the images seem more cinematic than the former. The lower left is the most dramatic change, and I do prefer the upper left again. Although the lower right is quite beautiful. I also like the visible lakes in the foreground of the upper left and lower right shots. Probably the most dramatic example of a cinematic influence was this experiment with a train station. Here is the example without the cinematic token. Again, we have 4 beautiful renditions that appear as close to realistic paintings. The steam locomotive on the lower right is wonderful. Now, adding cinematic as a leading token gives us something quite different. We have the characteristics we'd expect for a cinematic photograph. Good subject framing, balanced composition, dramatic lighting to create a certain mood or atmosphere, and rich, compatible colors. I think the upper right and lower left are the best examples of these attributes. For the lower left, I fancy the close shot of a person who is either exiting a train or walking to another train further away. I also like the beautiful lights above the walkway to the right of that person. Finally, I tried a cinematic shot using the simple phrase, "lonely in a London cafe." And this is what the AI gave me. I wasn't quite sure how the AI would interpret such a vague reference, but I do like the results. My favorites are the upper left and lower right. I do think that the emotion, lonely, was best depicted with the male characters shown in the bottom row. Thank you for reviewing the effects of Midjourney Cinematic Token with me. If you have anything to add, please do so in the comments. Please consider subscribing for more explorations of AI art.